I walked into the church and I saw my seminarian classmates, 14 of them vested in cassock and surplice, ready to go. The priests lined up. I had several concelebrating priests who have really been my greatest mentors in the priesthood to celebrate with me. And as I went into the sacristy and said the vesting prayers, the last thing I did before I left the room was I stopped and I prayed the intention for the Mass, my intention to consecrate what was supposed to be consecrated, and just took a moment to clear my mind of any distractions. And I really thought I was going to be nervous. And as I was walking out of the vestry, it was just amazing. I said, wow, there's just no nervousness. I'm just so excited to do this. So we went out, we gathered all the servers and all the priests and said a prayer, lined up, the music started, and I was just grinning. I felt like the happiest man in the world walking up to that altar. And all of the practice had paid off because I was familiar with the space. There was a moment at the beginning of Mass when I introduced myself and I said, hello, my name is Father Jonathan Demma, and I was ordained this morning. It was the first time I had spoken the name Father Jonathan Demma, and I kind of stumbled, and there was a moment where I kind of looked down like, whoa, that was pretty surreal. And there were a few moments in the Mass where I got a little bit choked up and I had to take a little bit of breath and kind of collect myself before continuing, particularly at the prayers of the Eucharist, saying those words for the first time, this is my body and this is my blood, was a very emotional moment for me. At the end of the Mass, I had the privilege of inviting my mother and father up and two of my aunts and uncles, and blessing 50 years of marriage. My mom and dad celebrated 50 years of marriage the day before my ordination. Their anniversary was May 18th. And my aunts and uncles who were with them, they grew up together since high school. They had been on double dates together. And so it was a real, like I said, a privilege and a blessing, a very humbling experience for me to be able to bless 50 years of their marriage as a priest and to draw my brothers and their wives and my nieces and nephews into that moment at the end of the Mass.